And we'll start her back up. Alright, so here we go. We are heading to Yashas Massif 10 XAF.
The sun is back in the sky.
The eclipse is over. Or it never existed in the first place. History here has changed.
If the paradox didn't happen, then maybe Hope never had any reason to come here.
There's still the Oracle Drive. Maybe that would have been enough of a draw for it. Only one way to find out.
The foul sea that caused the eclipse. What was it looking for up in the sky?
Future, maybe? Who knows?
Come on, Mom.
I want that treasure. Thank you, Mog. There we go. Open it up. A pearl neck, lovely. What does that do? Resist imperil. Okay. Let's look at our map. Technically, the map should be the same, right? Ish. Well, let's head up and talk to the people first, and then from there we'll head back and explore the other areas. Oh, monsters. I don't know if we fought these ones yet. Oh, definitely don't think we fought that yellow flower. It's the white flower versus the yellow flower. Yeah, I don't think we fought Sporanthes yet. Maybe do we have? They're dying really easily. Ah, Mandrake. Okay. Potent droplet. Okay.
Welcome home.
How did you...
Yule. Did you come through the gate too?
The one you met was a different Yule. A Yule from the future.
What?
So, you don't know me either.
I know about you. I've been watching you both.
You can see the future, can't you?
I can trace the timeline. I see the future and lead others along the correct path. I came here to confirm something I already know. You and I are the same.
What do you mean?
You, too, can show others the way.
Wait. I don't get it. How are we the same?
Well, that's unfortunate.
It looks like Yule lives in this time too.
Noel, are you okay?
Yeah, it was just so unexpected. It threw me for a loop.
I met another girl with the same name and face as Yule from the future. What could it mean? Does Yule have a twin? How am I the same as Yule? Is Yule the Farseer Cirrus? Is Caius here too?
She talked about tracing the timeline. Could she be the Cirrus from ancient Padra?
Padra collapsed centuries ago. She can't be the same person.
Then maybe a distant descendant? But we were always told that no one lived down here on Grand Pulse.
Well, you and your friends survived all right, didn't you? By helping each other out?
That's a good point, Noel.
We journeyed through time, solved the paradox, and met two girls who looked exactly the same. And now, at last, We found our way back to Hope's Oracle Drive. He'll be waiting for us. Or perhaps he won't. Maybe after all this time, Hope has forgotten us.
Man, it would suck if Hope forgot you. It's always great when a concept forgets
I was
people.
afraid of what would happen if no one was here.
I guess the ruins were interesting enough. They didn't need the paradox to draw them here.
Everything is right on schedule, as usual.
Thanks for reporting to me. I have no idea who you are, but I appreciate the updates. I like how you still have all the treasure here, even if you didn't get it in this timeline.
Perhaps a lost technology dwells within the ruins.
Falsy. Oh yeah, there you go.
I hope he's being a good little doggy.
I'm with the Academy. I've been here for a while, researching the gates for the most part. There haven't been any reports of major paradox effects. However, the director ordered me to come here and investigate the area.
I wonder if something happened to the gate.
The sun feels so amazing! Time for my feathers to soak up some of that good old vitamin D for extra fluff. Oh, Chocoboculina! Sorry, didn't see you there.
What do you got for me? Anything new? No, nothing new. Alright. Still only bought all the droplets. That's not exciting.
Thank you for shopping here on this bright and sunny day. I think it's time to hit the beach, don't you?
The director's really taking it to heart.
Yeah, I want that, but I can't throw you, so I can't get it. Eventually, Mog. Eventually. See anything else
I
around
wonder what
here?
happened here.
That's a good question. What did happen here?
It doesn't look like a paradox appeared or anything.
Director, who are you waiting for?
I don't know. But I think they'll be here soon.
In a world where the paradox was solved, the eclipse never darkened the sky in the first place. No one remembered that Noel and I had been here. But even so, Hope was there, waiting for us. Of course, his memories had changed. We had our 10-year reunion all over again, as if our last meeting had never happened. When we explained his memories had changed because the paradox had been dissolved, Hope believed us without question. And then...
I have something I want to show you.
It is lightning!
This is a recording of the future. We're unable to identify the location or circumstances. There is one thing we're sure about, however. And remember, we don't know what era this is. Lightning is alive in that place. In my memory, Lightning disappeared after the battle with Orphan. But she's living somewhere in the future.
So it's not just a dream, is it?
She's out there.
Then I'm going to find her. Koopa Koopa?
And you will find her, Sarah. After all, you traveled through time and found me. Many years of research have finally borne fruit. It all began with the Oracle Drive. We excavated it from ruins many centuries old. Yet it recorded an image of Cocoon, supported on a pillar of crystal. It was an impossibility, an enigma. Impossible, but a reality nonetheless. This is when I learned what I must do. If it was possible to journey through time and look into the future, then it must also be possible to travel backwards and change the past.
Right.
I wanted to change history, make things better. Not just bring Lightning back, but Vanille, and Fang, and my mother.
So that's what your research was about.
Chasing the impossible, you might say. But you've made me realize something. It's clear to me now we are not the only ones who are intervening in history.
Oh?
The past has already been changed. Sarah, you are the only one who remembers a time when Lightning survived the fall of Cocoon.
Yeah.
Director!
Caius.
What happened? Did the prophecy get rewritten?
Not necessarily rewritten. It could be the original prophecy restored as it once was. Perhaps a continuation of the first recording.
If this is showing us the future, then someday Cocoon will fall. Noel, you told me in your time Cocoon didn't exist like it does now.
Yeah. It came to ground long before I was born. After it happened, the whole world just fell apart pretty much.
But who made it fall? Could it have been Caius?
No. It couldn't do that.
When is Cocoon supposed to fall? How many years? Is it soon?
No. Not for a couple of centuries.
Oh, that's a long time from now. I mean, none of us will even be alive to see it.
But others will. Cocoon will fall into Grand Pulse. Imagine the catastrophe. Think how many lives will be destroyed.
Right. That's the future I lived in.
It doesn't have to happen. No, we can change the future. We can stop Cocoon from falling and make your world a better place.
Yeah, but how? You think you can go to the time when it falls and hold it up yourselves? Do you even have a gate to take you there?
Well,
It might not be necessary to travel to the specific time and place.
How so?
The future depends on what we do now, right? Yes, there is a chance Cocoon will fall, but we can start working now to prevent it from happening.
Right.
But what if you can't hope?
We can at least work to mitigate the damage. If we begin our research now, we have time. Then, should Cocoon indeed fall, we can help protect the planet and save the victims.
Okay, let's do it. We could try to solve things at the other end, in the future. While you start preparing in the here and now.
Yes, let's change the future.
If you change the future...
If you change the future, you change the past.
Sarah?
It's nothing. Hope, thank you for the help.
Time will separate us, but we'll share a common goal.
Hope dreamed of changing the past. The weight of history drove him forward. But now, he's turning to face the future. A future even more frightening than the past. Sarah, do you believe too? Do you believe in your own past?
Thank you for the host, Wintrigue, and LL.
It seems unbelievable the crystal pillar could become so fragile.
It was weakened, little by little, over many centuries. The war was simply the straw that broke Cocoon's back. But what does Caius want?
Good question. What does Caius want?
Lightning was fighting in Valhalla. That's where I met her. And that's when she told me to come and find Sarah.
I see. Valhalla, otherwise known as the Unseen World.
I think Lightning wants us to fix the timeline. Put it back how it was. Maybe that's why she gave me the power to travel through time and control monsters.
She was unable to do anything on her own, so she turned to the one person she trusted more than anyone. Yes, it is possible, although the idea raises even more questions.
How should you interpret the images shown by the Oracle Drive? You decide to ask Hope. Will we meet Lightning again? There's no way he can know that. How do we say the future? How can we use the gates to change the future? Does the Oracle Drive show the real future?
Do the prophecies recorded on the device show the actual future as it will happen? Some of the stuff is different from the history I learned.
The history of the future has yet to be written. We've already learned that when a paradox occurs, the images from the device become unclear and indistinct. In the same way, as the historical timeline shifts, your own memories become unsettled.
Makes sense. Sometimes I find it hard to remember really important things. It's like a paradox is running inside my head.
The Oracle Drive records the true future. But sometimes, that future is subject to change. Recordings and memory are both unstable. More than anything, this is evidence that history can be changed.
Alright, so now we can go over here.
No. You know, I started this journey hoping to find my sister. But now, I want more. I want to save the future.
So do I, Sarah. So do I. Time to travel again.
Find the gate and the key, Kupo.
What the hell do you think we're gonna do, Mog? Seriously.
Right now, we don't have a clue for the artifact might be.
The director came by earlier to tell us you've been granted special access to the excavation site. The area where they found the Oracle Drive is up ahead. It's exciting to think there may be other amazing objects buried there too.
But due to plot, we're not finding any other amazing objects.
Important relics have been detected nearby. Who knows? Any one of them might lead to an extraordinary discovery.
Is the director done with his errand?
Various records of magic and sorcery are being uncovered in the Padra ruins. There was a spell to summon Eidolons. It was a forbidden art, though, as it shortened the conjurer's lifespan. The people of the past must have lived in fear of, but had respect for, ones who held such powers.
Interesting.
Go, Mog.
We've been told to focus heavily on this area. Sources say something valuable may be buried here.
Go, Mog.
A mysterious artifact. We got it.
All right then. Where's the gate that fits this key?
Good question.
Strange from the ruins. I did feel a disturbance in the direction of the mountains, Kupo.
I'm sure you did, Mog. We could probably do maps at some point. Depends on work.
I still find it hard to believe, though, that my memories can just change like that.
Oh, I got a potion. Look at that. Alright. Look at this. Here he is. Hello. Hello, Chocobo.
There's no paradox here, is there?
Let's ride. Chocoboing our way out of here. Yeah, and this time we still can't go down here. I want to go up there. Nice of your way up there. Other than throwing the Moogle up there. Aha! I did it.
See this flower? Isn't it the most beautiful thing you've ever seen? It's called the flower of Fenrir. It only bears fruit once every couple hundred years, during the time of the eclipse. Unlike most flowers, it requires complete darkness to go through the process of bearing fruit. It's an amazing subject to research, but as you can see at this stage, it's still a flower. I don't know exactly how long it'll take or when it'll produce fruit, but I do know it's unlikely that it'll happen in my lifetime. But I can still hope, can't I?
Yashas Massif 1 XAF. Academy botanist Bridget is interested in the unusual Fenrir flower, which bears fruit only at the time of an eclipse. She longs to examine the fruit of Fenrir, but knows that she will be long dead before another eclipse occurs.
Really? You're willing to search for the fruit of Fenrir for me? I don't think it's possible to find one when there's no eclipse. Or do you know something I don't? Is there a secret way to obtain one?
Maybe. Unicorn horn. A wild artifact can be used to open the gate. It will be consumed. Open the gate. All right, whatever. Why not? Let's do that. Timer wrestle unlocked. Augusta Tower 300 AF unlocked. I guess that's where we're headed. Augusta Tower. We haven't been here before, so this will be interesting.
In 13 AF, the Academy built the Augusta Tower as a central information processing facility with an enormous artificial intelligence at its core. But now, centuries in the future, the system has suddenly begun to run amok. Somehow, the network system was attacked from somewhere in the future. When the Academy tried to respond and shut down the system, it was too late. The AI had already taken control of much of the Academy.
Alright, so this is 290 years in the future of where we are now, and 100 years ahead of where we were in Oerba.
Two entities from different times cannot coexist. If this were to occur, history would be infused with contradictions. This would lead to a distortion causing the entire world to collapse. The subjects require further analysis. Hypothesis. Their existence has initiated a distortion in history, and the entities are a living paradox.
I'm not very good with all this fancy machinery. What's going on here exactly?
The system that controls this facility has been hacked by someone from the outside. Wherever they are, they're trying to use the network in an attempt to override the system somehow.
So basically, some bad guy snuck in and took over the tower? Well, there's an easy solution for that. We just need to find him and solve this whole problem. Case closed.
The security system's been hacked too, so the security bots are just pieces of metal. And I don't think the person behind this is actually physically here. It seems like the culprit isn't even in this time at all.
I don't know how you would assume that.
They're accessing the system from somewhere in the future.
Lucky for us, we have the means to get there. Let's give them a piece of our minds. Come on.
Yeah, let's do it. A future paradox has infested the Augusta Tower of 300 AF, turning its chambers and passages into a confusing maze. Restore the rooms to their correct positions and resolve the anomaly.
We should flip the switch.
Let's look around first.
Yep, good.
Augusta Tower has turned into a paradoxical maze. Use the switches to rotate the rooms and make your way through the tower. Connecting open doors with passages will open the path before you. Learn which switches move which rooms in order to progress. Alright. Well, that was obnoxious. Okay, so that doesn't lead anywhere. This leads somewhere, though. Alright, what do we have to fight here? Planeters! And Thexteron.
This one's mine. You got it.
This place is kind of trippy. Hello, silly. That's right, Haley, you did it. I got less crystal gem points here than I did other places. That's not exciting. Let's examine this.
Yep, good.
Alright. This leads us to a treasure chest. Let's get that first. Oh, that's something we haven't seen yet. Not a Flanager, this one is... Flamborgs. Ah yes, we did fight Flamborgs in the previous game. Time for some Firaga.
Looks like we lost.
Pacifying Shock. That doesn't sound good. There we go. Okay. Transparent ooze. Gross. 9 mana slivers. Oh yeah. Those will be good. Oh, now we get to fight another Flanator. Time for some Firaga. I somehow poisoned the machine. There's a bug in the machine.
That wasn't even a warm-up.
Alright. Alright, I don't see any
It's hard to believe that all of this is happening because of
treasure.
one person hacking into the system.
I know, but it has to be. Maybe this is a paradox of some sort.
Can it go any further? Yep, that's perfect.
There we go. Flamborgs. Alright, well fuck off, Flamborgs. The circular device in the middle of the room serves as an elevator. Use the elevator to go to the next floor. Alright. First we're gonna go over here and get the treasure though. Okay, so we're gonna reset our recording here, so let's do that.